So I've been thinking about the Antikythera mechanism today. It's an ancient device found in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera in 1901, though the device itself dates back to the 2nd or 3rd century BC. It's the oldest known example of an analog computer, and it could be used to predict astrological positions in the future, even decades into the future. An amazing archaeological find, and the thing about it is, nothing of similar complexity appeared again until the 14th century AD. But the question in my mind isn't how did they build something so complex so long ago, but why is it the only one? And then my mind wanders to the next question. If the Antikythera mechanism is seemingly a one-off ancient technology, what other one-off or uncommon ancient technologies might have existed that have never been found? Another find that comes to mind is the Baghdad battery, which consisted of a ceramic pot, a tube of copper, and a rod of iron. Testing of the metal found that an acidic agent such as wine or vinegar had been present in the past. It's unknown what the purpose was for it, but it's called the Baghdad battery because it was found near Baghdad, and if you put those things together with an acidic agent, you can get an electrical current. A pretty weak current by today's standard for batteries, but a current nonetheless. No one really knows for sure what it was used for, but one hypothesis is it might have been used for electroplating, like for putting gold plating on some other metal object, for example. Some people say, no evidence of electroplated items from ancient times. But then again, there was no evidence of a battery in ancient times until this one was found. It's not exactly a common find. Perhaps that electroplating that might have been done with it has never been found. I don't know if that was the case. I'm not trying to prove or disprove it. I only mention it here because it's an uncommon find, much like the Antikythera mechanism. In going down this alley of uncommon ancient finds, the ancient inventor Hero, or also called Heron, of Alexandria comes to mind. He was quite the clever guy in his day, which was the 1st century AD. He invented many things like a coin-operated vending machine that dispensed set amounts of water and a steam engine called the Aleopile. Pretty impressive stuff considering steam power wouldn't come into common usage until the 1800s, with steam engines to pull trains. The thing is, I'm not aware that these devices described have ever been found. And even if they had never been built, the descriptions would have worked in theory, so someone understood how to make these kinds of devices even in ancient times. He even came up with ideas for theater devices, including an automated play run by mechanical devices using ropes and knots. It would be an impressive thing to find, if someone could find it. And all of these things I've mentioned today are impressive, but the question on my mind isn't about these uncommon ancient devices themselves, but about what other uncommon ancient devices might have existed that have never been found, and maybe no written description of either. What kind of ancient technology might have existed that maybe made something like cutting stone or moving megalithic blocks a little bit easier? What do you think? What ancient technology might have existed that has never been found? Those are my thoughts on that. Thanks for listening.